Old MacBooks, they just don't die. You can drop them, overheat them, spill on them, and somehow they just keep on going. But there's a real reason why these machines last way longer than most laptops. We'll dive into that more throughout the video. First off, Apple used to build these things like absolute tanks. Unibody aluminum, no flex at all, and of course no cheap plastic. The hinges were over-engineered, keyboards lasted forever, and the whole chassis protected the internals better than anything else throughout the time period. Yeah, we all know that Intel's chips weren't exactly what you'd call cool-headed, but Apple actually gave these machines real cooling. Big fans, big heat pipes, and airflow that didn't instantly clog. They were built to handle heat for years without cooking themselves. And here's something Apple probably doesn't want you to remember. Old MacBooks were actually repairable, battery replaceable, SSD replaceable, RAM replaceable. A $20 part could and can bring a dead MacBook back to life again. I personally own a 2011 MacBook Pro, and I put an SSD in it, and now it is insane for its age. Another reason they last? macOS is insanely optimized. Apple controls the hardware and the software, so even decade-old Macs still feel smooth. Animations, memory management, background tasks, all tuned for longevity. And don't forget the storage. Apple used high-quality SSDs long before everyone, yes Dell, I'm talking to you, else did. Better NAND means fewer failures and better performance even years later. Run a speed test on a 2015 or a 2017 MacBook. It'll still surprise you. And finally, the ecosystem. iMessage, AirDrop, iCloud, all of it still works on older Macs. So even if the hardware is old, the experience will still feel modern. That's a huge part of why people keep these machines around versus just selling them like what people do with Windows laptops. My first computer was actually a hand-me-down MacBook. Old MacBooks don't last because they're lucky. They last because Apple built them like absolute tanks and made them easy to keep alive. And honestly, they don't make them like this anymore, which is deeply saddening. By the way, this video is being recorded on a 2017 MacBook Air, which Apple claims is obsolete, although it beat out a new beast of a Windows laptop, specs and description, and an iPhone 16 Pro Max, another indicator of old Macs being durability kings.